Bitcoin is nearing its last resistance line. So we're nearing that top for the short-term structure. But the question is, right, how does this influence the chart going forward, and how am I approaching this personally? Now, before we get started, I'm not going to call anyone out, but there has been some feedback. And apparently, no matter how many times I repeat the same thing every video, it a lot of people don't listen. And what I'm saying is, I'm going to make this super quick as well. I never said that Bitcoin has to come down right now. I said that I am keeping my eyes on this red area, but until Bitcoin breaks below the 93K line, which is very strong support. If it breaks below that, then that opens the pathway up to the red fib retracement area down here for a proper correction. And then I said, if it continues to hold this support and it starts rallying up, it's very possible that we can try to finally max out this green area, because we've seen these fib extension areas max out a lot, where we saw, we had enough momentum to reach it. We ended up reaching the median area of it after a little bit of, price trying to decide what it's going to do, a little bit of consolidation while still keeping higher lows in check. Eventually it maxed out that green area, and that's how I'm approaching this as well. We have enough momentum to reach it. We finally reached the median area. We have a little bit of price consolidation to try to see where the price wants to go. At the same time, a little bit of a higher low scenario, just like that other structure. And now we're reaching the top of that resistance area before a proper correction can happen, similar to this, where we came down and we ended up reaching proper correction area, which is a very important area. At this time I was marking it or highlighting it with a heat map, with the Bitcoin liquidation heat maps across exchanges. In this case, I'm just highlighting it with a retracement area, but that's the point I'm trying to make. And then in yesterday's video, I said, hey, we were up here, and I said, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if, now that we have enough momentum, we couldn't break below the 93 just yet. We have enough momentum to go higher. I highlighted this imbalance area right here, this square, and I said that this is a very strong chance where Bitcoin can bounce off of this area to try to fill in this imbalance before it potentially goes up higher and tries to max out this area. And it did. And again, one more time, because I need to repeat myself a lot. 93K, very strong support, right? That's what I said in the last video and the one before that and the one before that. I said the moment we break below this area, we have the gateways open to the red. But as long as we're holding above 93, it's very important to keep trading long positions with small amounts of capital to try to capture as much upside potential as we can, with a stop loss at 93K or just under 93K, in my opinion, just to save yourself for when we do come down much more aggressively. So, and that's what I said, and you guys can look at other videos for those of you that are just like this one person specifically. I kept saying, just take small long positions, because we don't have bearish confirmation just yet, but when we do, you'll have a stop loss. But until we get bearish confirmation, you want to try to max out as responsibly as possible, as much profit, and try to lock in as much profit to the upside as we can go. So now, getting onto the video, we know that the FOMC meeting, it was just like last one, in my opinion, right? Where rates were kept the same, and then Powell warns of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty, and everything is still the same, which makes me think that now, since everything is kind of like being pushed out so much with the same news back to back, there's no more like fresh fears. It's the same fear back to back, and eventually, when we do have this proper correction, since nothing's fresh anymore, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin just like rallies up like crazy finally and hold above 100K finally. But what I'm looking at now is, as we try to continue to max out this upward trend right here, I'm going to go ahead and move this area up. I'm not too concerned about this area anymore. We know that 93K is a strong support, so I'm gonna leave that there. We bounced off of that imbalance area I highlighted in the last video, and now we have an updated retracement area, which still overlaps with the two imbalances down here. And again, this area is going to be, if you guys don't know, it's going to be keeping track of this whole move up from the low. So this happened, right? We bounced off this area, and now we're going up higher. We're still trying to see if we can max out this green area. until then, and just to keep an eye on any potential supports, I'm just going to do a simple retracement area from here, which sort of almost perfectly aligns with the 1.236 in green. That's going to be the 0.35 in orange. So we're going to say just under 97.5K. Potential support overlaps really well with this resistance right here. So we have strong support at just about 97.5K. See if we can hold that to push up higher. If not, then the price would come down. Next level support will be, again, in this imbalance area. We've seen imbalances act as support twice, not just once in the past. So 97.5-ish, or just under that. Pretty good idea to keep an eye on the price and where the RSI would be at that moment. And then second level support will be down here, again, at this imbalance area. And then last level support, which is very important to have stop losses, in my opinion, just underneath it, would be the 93K level. Again, 93K, the moment we break below that, there's a very high likelihood that we're going to come down into this red, which will be a amazing buying opportunity, in my opinion. I'm gonna be aggressively buying inside this red. As of right now, just like I've said in every video, I'm still trading with small long positions to try to capture as much upside as I can. If this price holds at these levels into tomorrow, I'll be selling out of some of those small long positions, but I will be accumulating once again light positions if we can go into this orange yellow area, and then I'll add a second light position as we come down into this imbalance area. So I'll be accumulating here, and I'll have a very strong stop loss to exit these small positions at 93K. That's where I want to leave. I don't want to hold any long positions the moment we break below 93K. I want to accumulate them here, especially underneath 85K, but I'll be slowly accumulating the moment we break into the red, and accumulating more and more as we reach towards the bottom of the red. And that's going to be my approach personally, just to keep you guys kind of in check with what I'm doing. So if we can hold these levels, again, I want to sell out of those small positions and accumulate, again, more small positions here. The moment we break 93K, I'm out of all short-term long positions and of all sizes, and then accumulating aggressively some longs in this red area down here. The reason is, of course, even though we come down into this area, I'm accumulating, again, more long small positions because, the possibility of maxing out this green area is very, very high. It's still very much possible. We are very much overextended, and we hadn't had a proper correction yet. But I've seen this happen enough times where I don't want to shy away from it, and I want to try to capture as much upside as responsibly as possible, understanding that, a bigger retracement can happen at any moment. So yeah, and I'm repeating myself a lot because apparently it's important. So yeah, capture as much upside potential as you can in a responsible manner. Position sizing, strong stop loss, and then this is where I'm looking to aggressively buy long positions again. And still, it looks like the bottom 0.618 line at 83.9K aligns pretty well with this kind of like consolidation area that can potentially act as a magnet going into the future. We've seen this happen many times before, so we can fill in these imbalances, find support somewhere around here, very much possible, before we go up higher and then continue the rest of the 2025 uptrend. And again, we still have those 3 deep value dips with the price moving higher. So again, I did this last time, but it's very similar to this right here, where we had 3 deep value dips, 1, 2, 3. We went up where this price moving up broke over previous resistances quite well. Eventually, when it maxed out, this one didn't max out the extension area, but it eventually had a proper correction before continuing the uptrend. So in this case, it's quite the same. 3 deep value dips. We're in the extension area. This one is looking to try to max it out, and then we'll have that proper correction before going up higher. At least that's how I'm approaching these. I'm trying to approach this setup as responsibly as I can. The price is still kind of going up a little bit. So that's why I'm taking these small long positions with a strong stop loss and accumulate down there. Basically, I'm just repeating myself at this point, guys. Bitcoin is looking amazing. So let's try to, keep an eye on it and try to position ourselves in a healthy manner so we can capture not just all the profit we can, but also be able to get out and have enough capital left over to accumulate at even better positions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.